Hey, Melissa Kibler here. Welcome to today's Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education. Let me know if you're viewing live. Make sure you drop your name and where you're viewing in from. And if you end up coming back and watching the replay, drop a replay so I can come back and say hello to you as well. So the title of this live, this training, is how to really achieve, to really start living your dream lifestyle right now, like today, when you get off of watching this live training, this DDOA, and really kind of what sparked this topic today. I was kind of scratching my head a little bit, thinking, what am I going to talk about today? What's different? What does everybody want to hear? But this inspiration of this live today, of really about how to live your dream lifestyle, came from a post that I shared on my page recently on my page. Hi, Sean. How you doing today? Hi, Alexandra, coming in from New Jersey. Nice to have you on today live. Hi, Chuck. How you doing? Hi, Richard and Johanna. Becky, hey girl. How are you doing today? So, and Aaron's coming in from Illinois. How's it going today, everybody? Hi, Jennifer from Massachusetts, and Julie's on today. Good morning. How are you? So, I'm excited to kind of share this with you today. And this kind of, if you watched the DDOA, if you tuned in from yesterday, hi, Rebecca, how are you? And you watched Whit and Carrie, they were talking about their story and some things that were, holding them back to kind of help you persevere and keep going in your business. And it was so ironic because this kind of piggybacks off of what they shared the other day. So if you have not tuned in to watch yesterday's DDOAs, they're all amazing. Make sure you definitely go back and watch that again. Hi, Stacy, how are you? Hi, Jamal from California. Thanks for tuning in today. So this is all about how can we really start living our dream lifestyle now, right? We all have these really big dreams, these desires that we want to happen. That's why we started our businesses in the first place. And I want to share with you, there's a quote that I shared on my page this past week, and it left me feeling really, really shocked. And I was like, whoa, this really had an impact on a lot of people. It got all kinds of organic reach on my fan page. So I wanted to share that with you today and how this can relate to your business. Hi, Mikkel. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Thanks for tuning in live today. So one of the quotes, this is a quote that was shared on my page, and I want to read this to you. And as I read this, I want you to listen to it. I want this to sink in for you. So the quote said this, and this was predominantly directed to, I'm targeting, women on my page, but this goes to both men and women. So I know a lot of you are watching, that this can relate to. So think about this for a minute. Don't just wake up and think about the woman or the person that you want to become. Wake up and be that person. That was the exact quote on my page that I shared. That was it, nothing else. But the organic reach that I had from this post alone was just astonishing. It was kind of shocking, which was a great reminder because, we all think, maybe you've thought this too, if I hit this rank or when I make X amount of dollars, my life is going to be, drastically changed or drastically different. Drop me a number one. Have you ever thought that for your own self, for your own business? Like, man, if I just hit this rank, if I just make, this much money a month, my life is going to be changed so much and I can finally be that person that I want to become. How many of you, I know I thought this, how many of you have ever felt this? Drop me a 1 if you can relate to this at all. Because, although that can help, and we all know, yes, if we had a little bit extra money, that's definitely, can help the pinch, to help us get by and to stop, feeling like we're just trying to barely, get by from month to month. So yes, that can help. And yes, that's going to feel so good and amazing when we can achieve those goals. But there's certain things that you can do right now, today, when you get off of this live. And I also want you to think about the phases, right? So we go through multiple phases on this journey. And every time we get to a new phase, there's always going to be more challenges that arise, more challenges that we're going to have to figure out, right? So a lot of you that are following, attraction marketing, maybe that you're inside of this community right now, thinking maybe what got you started in the first place was, you ran out of people to talk to. You didn't want to bug your family and your friends, and you're looking to expand your network, and you're looking to reach more people on a global scale, right? If you've thought this way, that was maybe one of your problems or challenges that you had early on. But now once you're going through the process and you're learning the strategies, you're learning the skill, and you're putting all of this into place, and you're starting to run ads, and you're expanding your reach, and now you have people coming to you. That's not your problem anymore now, right? Because now we have so many people coming to us. We're attracting people to us. So maybe now the next challenge or problem may be, now how do I get these people to actually convert into a lead or a sale? I mean, or we got them as leads, but now how can we get them to convert into buying customers, right? So as you can see, every time we move through these phases in this journey, there's going to become, more challenges that we need to figure out. So how can we really ultimately step into and really start living this dream lifestyle like right now, rather than having to wait, weeks, months, maybe years, if it takes you a few years to really hone in on this process and this skill. Hi, Irene. Thanks for joining in live today. You have to be what you want to see. Absolutely, yes. So here's some questions that I want to ask. And if you could be so kind to drop them in the comments, speak what's on your mind. I'm very curious to see what you're thinking when I read these questions to you. What are some things that you hope to accomplish? Hey, Paul, how are you doing today? Nice to have you on live. So what are the things that you really hope to accomplish? I want to see some engagement here on this live today. Share with me. I'm curious to see what everybody's what everybody hopes to accomplish. What do you wish you could do more of? That's another question that I want you to think about. And who do you want to be? Think about those things for a minute. Sometimes we don't take the time to really think about those things because we're so set on that end result and that end goal. Live the life I want now. Lots of credit cards would help. Yeah, for sure, Stacy. But I'm going to be sharing with you how you can really start living the life for the most part. Be a stay-at-home mommy. Yes, that's an amazing goal to have, okay? So here's some of the things that I know that I've experienced just talking with students in the community, from my own teams, just talking to people in general about some of the things that people hope to achieve. A lot of people want their time back, right? Some time is our biggest asset. So to get back time, to have more money, to travel. Some people want to be successful, right? And to be able to, maybe you want to speak on stage. Maybe that's one of your biggest dreams and desires. Somebody, I lost the comment, said more traveling. Love to be able to pour into more people. I want to have time freedom with my children, my husband, my grandson. Yes, spend more time with my kids and my grandkids. Yes, keep them coming. What are some other things, your biggest desires that you want to accomplish and that you want to achieve? Impact people. Yes, awesome. Okay. So sometimes we think that we have to be at this certain rank to be, that impactful leader, to have this impact on people, to build up that credibility and the influence, want to be self-sufficient. Yes. So, and sometimes we think we have to have, enough money coming in each month to be able to maybe give back to certain charities and things like that to help people. Yes. Travel would be a lot of fun with loved ones, to be an influencer. Absolutely. So here's the big question I have for you. Are you guys ready for this? So what's stopping you? Think about that for a minute. What's stopping you from being that person that you wish to become? And why can't we do that and be that person right now? Right? Why can't we be that person right now? I want to give back. I want to give you guys some examples because some of you said, I want to give back to people. Okay. And sometimes we want to give back. And sometimes we think, we just want to give back more money. Maybe it's to a certain charity, to our church, to whatever it is that matters most to us. Okay. So, think about, rather than maybe if you don't have the money to be giving back right now, why don't we give back our, to be able to give back through our time, maybe time volunteering that really doesn't require money to be giving back. Okay, do you see how I shifted that a little bit? So what about, a lot of people said travel. I want to be able to travel. And a lot of times, yes, that takes money to go on these exotic, wonderful vacations, traveling with our family, with our friends. So I want you to get creative. Maybe how can you How can you start traveling right now that doesn't, cost as much? There's a lot of different options out there if you get really, really creative. Even locally, different attractions and things that you can see right in your backyard, okay? Maybe it's not that ideal exotic traveling destination yet, but you can still feel that you can take a break from your business and go and enjoy that time with your family and friends and be present in the moment, okay? Notice how I shifted that a little bit. Again, some people said, I want to be successful. I want to be an influencer. I want to give back. And sometimes we feel like we have to have that title, to have that credibility, to have that, that influence to be able to do that, right? So how can we do that? How can we feel successful? How can we be successful right now rather than waiting for that title to happen? Okay, you don't need a title to define you. Remember that. So again, you can continue to share value on your page, on your Facebook page, your personal profile. You can continue to share your talents and that's the best, this most awesome perk on social media is that we can reach so many people on a global scale, right? So, and what about speaking on stage? I love this because this is one of my biggest desires and dreams is I want to impact people. I'd love to be an influencer and help people get out of their stuck states. But why do you have to imagine doing that up on stage? Why can't you be that speaker on your Facebook Live and pretending, and really kind of just get into feeling like you're up on that stage because you're in front of, thousands and millions of people online right in front of you on your Facebook Live. So if that's a goal of yours, I want you to think about stepping into that now rather than thinking that you have to hold off and be somewhere or be somebody or have that certain title. Lifestyle is creative. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And also too, one of the things that I struggled with along my journey was I always felt like I feel like I can be this most awesome leader. And at the time I had a small team. I felt like if just I had, the perfect tribe of people, right? If I could just find my perfect tribe to build my team of the most like-minded individuals to do business and partner with me to impact so many people together. If I could just have those things, then I could be that leader and step into my leadership capabilities. But you know what? You can step into your leadership right now today. How can you show leadership, with one person following you? You don't have to have a large team. So you see, you don't have to wait for these things to happen. Hey, Carrie, how are you, girl? So yeah, you don't have to wait for these things to happen. You can step into these things today and own those things that you want to happen for yourself today rather than later. So those are some things. So again, I want you to think about all the things that you want to become. I want you to think about all the things that you want to be or do more of. And ask yourself really, what is stopping you? Are you just making an excuse for yourself? Because as you can see from everybody pouring into this and sharing what they want to accomplish in their business, and there's some things that I want to share with you. I'm actually going to be breaking down 7 tips to help you step into that greatness, to help you really step into and start living that dream lifestyle right now. So here's some 7 tips. Are you ready for this? Let me know. Are you ready for this? And I'm going to go ahead and share with you 7 tips. These are not in any specific order, like at all. Paul says A to the men. Yes! I love that. Aaron says good stuff. Very, very good. A little more sleep would be incredible. Yeah, always. We could all use a little extra more sleep. Awesome. Okay, so let's get started. So number 1, again, these are not in any particular order. Okay, so number 1, again, we have to shift the way that we think. Okay, shifting the way that we think and changing our attitude and our perception in life. So again, taking who we want to become and think about how can I really step into this right now? What are some ways that I can actually become that person and do more of that right now, even though I don't feel like I have the means to do it right now? Number 3 is just enjoy the journey, right? You are on this journey. Like I said, every phase you're gonna keep getting better. You're gonna keep progressing, through this journey and in your business and achieving those things that you want to achieve. But I'll tell you what, every time you advance to that next phase comes along with a new set of challenges that you're gonna have to face. So enjoy the journey. And what I loved about Carrie Witt's Facebook Live, the DDOA yesterday, is you fail forward, right? We learn from our mistakes, and I love when I make mistakes. I really do. In the moment, I might be totally like just angry and mad about it, but I love making mistakes. It's a way for me to look back on what I could do differently, right? And to really change up, because without going through those challenges and the mistakes, it just makes you so much better. So especially with people that are just getting started with this process and they have these frustrations of, oh my gosh, my ad's not getting approved, my ad account's being shut down. And I said, well, what can you learn from that, right? How can we do something a little bit differently next time so that we don't repeat that same mistake? So number 4 is, again, look at your failures and your challenges as a gift. Make sure you look at them as a gift, something to learn from, again, failing forward, because that's going to totally help you. And number 5, here's another one too, is I've also seen, and I've caught myself doing this in the past, I'm totally guilty of this, but how many of you, drop me number 2, if you see this happen or you caught yourself doing this, is blaming others, right? Blaming others for, you know what, you blame it on the system. You blame it on bad advice. You blame it on maybe not getting the help from your mentors, giving you that answer right in that second. We put that blame and we try to find blame in so many other things. But what we actually need to do again is to shift, make that shift and take that ownership. Again, whose business is this, right? It comes down to us and the ownership of our own business and how we want to build and grow our business, how we're going to be resourceful in doing so. So that's number 5. Number 6 is to have determination. Determination really is doing whatever needs to get done, even when you don't feel like it. And that's going to come down to also having clarity around where you're headed in this business, in this journey, where you want to go. Blame it on your spouse. Yeah, you can do that. I'll be okay. I always blame myself. Yeah, I'm totally guilty of that too. I'm so hard on myself sometimes. Blame it on the rain, blame it on whatever else, right? No, but seriously, take ownership of your business, of yourself, of your actions, everything. So every day, here's what I do. I'm gonna give you a little tip. Every day, as far as, doing the things even though you don't feel like doing it, I'm so guilty of procrastinating sometimes, even though there's something that I know I have to do. So here's just a little tip for you, a little inside scoop of what I do every single morning. You guys ready to hear this? So every single morning, actually even before I go to bed, so I know what I'm gonna do the next day, every single night before I go to bed, I brain dump. I write down everything. Of course, I have a to-do list a mile long, like, hello, I'm trying to build a business. I'm a mom with 2 kids. My husband's working 24/7. So I have a lot on my plate, especially like trying to manage a house and people, my kids' laundry. I don't know how many of you like have their kids throw in clean laundry. I'm like, didn't I already wash that? But anyway, so I make a list of everything that I have to get done. And I kind of separate that between personal and business. So then that day, depending on what I have going on, what activities I have going down with my kids, I take a look at my to-do list and I put a number on it. I'm like, what is the most important thing I need to get done first? That's going to have the most impact on my business, that's going to move my business forward. I number them, number 1, number 2, number 3. If I don't get to everything, that is okay, but at least I got to the most important things. So that way that if I, put off and I procrastinate, at least at the end of the day, I'm feeling accomplished, that I got the most important thing done. Laurel says, I recommend Blair Dunkley's presentation on self-sabotage. Yes, oh my gosh, aren't the Dunkleys amazing? I love, love, love learning from the Dunkleys. So yeah, so number your to-do list. And lastly, number 7 is just take the time out of your day to think, right? That's something that I'm so guilty of doing, but I know it helps me so much when I do, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, dedicate some time every single day to think. Julie says, to-do lists are your favorite. Yes, money producing tasks first, as always. Yes, what's going to move that needle a little bit closer? So take the time in your day, time block that out to just think. So I brain dump everything that's on my brain. I brain dump, because has anybody, like, my mind is constantly going, right? So why not like put on paper what you're thinking up here? That's going to help just release everything, and you can use that information. You can use that information to write up your content, to, whatever it is for you, but it's going to help you to bring clarity again around where you are headed. And that's actually how I've come up with some of the best copy for my ads, is just brain dumping and kind of piecing it all together and just rolling with it, you know, just putting it out on paper, storytelling exactly what it is that's going on up here. Erin says not enough paper. Oh, believe me, trust me, yes, I can understand that. Not enough paper. To-do list forever long, but at least when you can prioritize that with numbers, you know, I always still keep adding to it. I never like finish my to-do list. And I'm okay with that. So I always keep adding to that, but at least every single day, like at the end of the day, you think about, okay, this is what I have to really get done this week or tomorrow, and then just number that and prioritize that. Why does the brilliant idea I have for a live escape me 10 minutes later? Yes. So I keep a kind of a swipe file on my phone too. So anything that I think about as far as Facebook live ideas, headline ideas, you name it, like I am just brain dumping all the time, and I put it all out there. So, okay, so right now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make that commitment to yourself to start living your dream lifestyle right now, so that way you can start achieving those things that that you have for yourself, those desired end results. So right now in the comments, I want you to make the commitment to yourself to become the person that you say you want to be. Julie says, if you're specific on your to-do list, you can actually cross things off. Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, I feel so much more accomplished when I feel like I've done the most important, productive things that I need to do. So let's lift each other up. Let's do this. Let's lift each other up. Let's give each other some positive vibes. And on the other side, where you're viewing in from, I want you to repeat after me. I am, fill in the blank. So right now in the comments, let's keep this going. I am, what are you feeling right now? It's almost like a positive affirmation to get you going, to get this right up here in your brain. I'm so inspired. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Erin. Yes, let's do this, Irene. So, all right, let's keep it coming. What do we have here? Let's just send everybody some positive vibes and lift each other up today on this Wednesday, middle of the week. You got this. So I am, let's fill in the blank. I am, and I'll start this off. I am determined. I am feeling so blessed. Oh, say I feel the same way, Julie. I am awesome. I am positive and confident. I am winning. Yes. Keep them coming. What else do you guys have? There's so many. What are you feeling right now? Let's keep this coming. Because what you want to end up happening is you want to be able to put your mind, you want to be able to put your intellect, your soul, your heart into every small task, act, action step, behavior, whatever you want to call it. You want to be able to put that into just the smallest of things, because that, my friends, is the secret to success. I am an influencer. I am relentless. Nellie says, today I'm determined to get things done. I am relieved. Determined. Yes. I am brave. I love this. I am able to progress. Absolutely. What you say after, I am, yes, is who you're going to become. I want you to do this every day. Put this on a sticky note right on your computer. I am magnetic. You guys are awesome. I am successful. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for tuning in today. And I want to leave you with this, a little bonus tip. So remember at the beginning of this live, this quote, that one quote that I shared on my page this past week gave me the inspiration to come on here and do this live. I have courage. I am the leader that I was called to be. Absolutely. I so believe in you too. So think about this. And this is what I want you to do. This is a little bonus tip. Really pay attention to the posts that you're putting out. Pay attention to how people are relating to your content on your page, on your personal page, wherever you're putting that content out, okay? Pay attention to what people are doing, even if it's a quote, guys, okay? Because I was able to, again, see the organic reach that I got on this quote that I shared. I saw the impact of what it had on people, and I was really curious to know, what are people really thinking? Who do these people, my followers and fans, really want to become? What are they missing in their lives? I was curious. So I turned this into a Facebook Live, and I encourage you guys as well. I know a lot of us love quotes and motivational type stuff and inspiration. So pay attention to your page and do the same thing. If you're seeing something that kind of sticks out to you that people are really relating well with, then what I would suggest is turn that into a Facebook Live. Have a conversation around it. Turn it into some kind of copy and vice versa. And I'm going to leave you with this, a little quote, and I shared this earlier too, just to remind you, again, is to put your all, put your heart, put your mind, put your intellect, your soul, everything into the smallest things, and really use those tips that I shared with you, and having that little shift in the way we think and our attitude moving forward, because you guys really, you are what you say you are, or who you want to become. You're very capable of doing that. So Erin says, what was going on in your brain when you did that? Jamal, I am a leader. Yes, you are. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate every single one of you for hopping on this DDOA. As always, we have our DDOAs every single Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, every single day. So make sure you tune back in tomorrow. You can share these out as well. But hopefully you got some inspiration and motivation from this. And so again, so excited to have you guys. You guys, again, you got this. Go out there and crush it. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.